This program contains subject matter, language, and descriptions of sexual violence that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
My name is Pamela, I'm 36 years old.
Cheers, everybody.
When Pam is around, she brings life to the area. She's so much fun. I laugh when I'm with her.
Can I get us all a drink?
Yes, please.
Pam's a really sweet girl. She has a big heart.
Pam, growing up, she was always a super kind sister. You really felt like you were hanging out with her and that, like, you mattered, you know? And now Pamela we don't even know how to have fun, you know? She can't actually be present with you.
Outside's an adult party. Okay, I'm just gonna get my beverage. I'm addicted to alcohol, weed, and speed.
Pam's always on drugs, always high. We know that she's snorting drugs.
The drugs in Pam's life have definitely changed her, not only physically, but mentally as well.
She's ruining her voice box from smoking, snorting, alcohol, dehydration. Sometimes she says she doesn't sleep for days and days.
She's, wasting her life away, getting stoned all the time and putting things aside and putting family and friends aside and her son.
She hasn't seen my grandson in probably over a month now. And it's been getting progressively longer now that she's become homeless, but she's not doing anything to change it.
It's all she ever wanted was to be a good mom for her son. And now Pam is choosing drugs and alcohol over her son. I'm just so afraid that, one day we'll just lose her and no one will ever know what happened to her.
When Pamela was born, it was just wonderful.
It was the best day of my life. The best day of my life.
She was the easiest baby in the world. I could take her anywhere and just a happy, happy child. Life was fun. Life was good. It was a lot of positivity. We seemed very happy, but life took a little bit of a turn.
My father was pretty wrecked about it. His mom had just died, my grandma.
It wasn't easy. It was the hardest part of my life, actually. And I just started using drugs, started smoking pot. Then I met cocaine. And the first time I shot up cocaine, I knew I was addicted to it. I never stopped.
His drug addiction was getting worse. At that time, I had decided I had 2 babies, and that wasn't my life goal. He went to Montreal one weekend, and I moved out. Me and the 2 girls.
I lost everything by my own fault. I just started using drugs 10 times more than I had ever used. And that's when I started going to jail, because using 10 times more drugs, I had to steal, and then steal and steal, and jail.
My stepfather is verbally and emotionally abusive. He would get mad and ignore you for months. My stepfather made me feel inferior, bad, just like a nuisance. I feel like he might have robbed me of my childhood.
They had a terrible relationship. They did not get along at all. And when Pam was 15, 16, our stepdad kicked her out. Really, it was just the final straw, the final fight between her and my stepdad.
My mother, I mostly blamed her for never sticking up for me. I felt abandoned by her.
11 years without seeing her. It's a long time. We just got to know each other again. I never thought I'd see her again.
When I moved to Montreal with my dad, he lived with my Uncle Bob. It was really exciting. It was super fun.
Pam was bubbly, she was amazing, she was fun to be around.
She was just enjoying being Pammy, having her freedom, doing what she wants, being artistic in Montreal. She was really embracing it.
It was great for a while, but then my dad's problem started slowly manifesting itself. He started using intravenous drugs. cocaine. He would disappear for days. You don't know if he was alive or dead.
It was a shock to me to see what was going on in the house. I was petrified, scared. Imagine her.
It wasn't a good environment for a 16-year-old, but when you're using and drinking and that, you don't really notice that, you know?
After 6 months or 8 months or whatever the time that she was living with us, she started to change. She started to meet other people around Montreal, and she started to get into the heavier drugs.
It was slowly over time that it became every day, every minute that was controlled by alcohol and drugs.
Just getting blackout drunk and things were just crumbling, you know?
I threw her out, actually. By the time she was 18, I couldn't take it no more. And even if I was using, you know, it was just too much. So she went on her way at 18.
She felt so abandoned. She felt like no one loved her, no one cared for her, no one cared anything about her.
She didn't really have a place to live. She was living off some of her friends.
And then she told me that she was sleeping on the floor in a mattress, and I kept telling her to come home. Nothing's worth this. But again, it was her choice.
He's just like handsome, smart. He was fun. He was a lot of fun. Totally loved me. Big time. And I did too, you know? I was sober during my pregnancy. Stayed sober the whole time. I had no desire. When I first saw my son for the first time, I was like, no way, that's mine. I made that, you know? And he looked just like his grandpa, which is really cute. My dad. It's pure love, you know? Yeah. I mean, it wasn't tough to become a mother. It was tough arguing all the time. And like a deteriorating relationship. I was miserable at home again. 2 years later, I just went like, poof, full force.
Her lifestyle looks sad and lonely.
If I just need to like maintain, I'll have about 5 or 10 drinks. If I have more money, I'll drink more. Keeps the cycle going, you know? Self-destruction.
2 years ago, Pam told me she was at a party and that she said she did a mix of drugs. She wasn't sure what it was, if it was just a concoction of whatever she snorted and alcohol. And then she blacked out and she said that this man had raped her and she had only partially remembered.
To a degree, I blame myself for it. I probably felt like I probably deserved it because of like me going and getting too drunk, and I shouldn't even have been there.
She wanted me to lend her money to pay her rent, but I paid many of her rents, and I just told her, I said, get a job, do like me. 3 years I've been clean today. I said, if you want help, you got to help yourself before anybody else will help you. And that was it. She got insulted. That's the way it ended. How are you?
Okay.
I haven't seen you in ages.
Well, you're doing pretty good, actually. I'm proud of you.
3 years
Without
in
one?
March.
Without wands?
No shooting drugs.
Without wands? Okay, no, yeah,
No
cool.
shooting drugs.
Cool.
I was my grandson. I think about him all the time.
I'm pretty sure he's amazing, or else I would have heard.
He'd be happy to see me.
never show up at all.
Grandpa, remember when the car? Grandpa, go faster.
Oh, he loves you.
Yeah.
But I up a lot, and that's where I am, so I have to really like,
No kidding. You know what it makes me think of a bit? You know how much I love you?
think so.
I wasn't there, I missed out. You love him as much as I love you.
Do you?
Hey?
Do you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Pam, she likes to pretend that they are 100% opposite, but Pam is absolutely falling into the exact same pattern as my real dad.
I love you so much. It hurts to see you this way. Like I heard you by shooting dope. I worry something bad will happen. I go to bed at night and pray for you as I look at your baby picture on my bedroom door. I love you, Pam. You're my baby.
Jenny.
I'm here to try and save your life and to save your son's life. Your drug use has taken over your decisions, your happiness, your dreams, and all the things you value in your life. Pammy, I beg you, please say yes to this help offered today. Please say you'll at least give it a chance so you don't miss another day with your son. He needs you.
Pammy, I go to sleep at night and wake up in the morning, and you are in my heart, always. I'm afraid something terrible could happen to you, and a huge part of me would be lost. Please accept my apology for all the things not said. Together with this help, we can both heal and rebuild our love and friendship and grow together. It is with a heavy heart for me to say this, but if you do not accept the help today, our conversations will be limited even more. I will only be talking to you about getting help. I love you, sweetie.
I'll accept the help.
All right.
Love you.
I love you too. Thank you.
You're taking a big step today to break a multi-generational family pattern.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna work on ourselves to be there when you get out and support you and help you. Because we love you. Thank you.
What I know now is that I'm the only one in charge of me. And also that we are not products of our past. It doesn't have to define who we are. I have been in contact with my son. He's super excited to talk to me. I've wrote him a ton of letters and sent him like little drawings. Even though we're not together, it's maybe the best connection we've had in a while, and I'm really excited to get back to him.